It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through London. It's gonna be a good one on Sunday night primetime.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now. Once you've got a win iced away, well, then you can start entertaining those Super Bowl thoughts and those Super Bowl realities.
So out they come for their opening drive of this ball game. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They go play action on 1st. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Recovered by the defense. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So they come on offense now, readying for their opening drive. They're led out by a major source of optimism from their fan base, this rookie from Auburn.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Now a give on the counter. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 43.
They'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This finds Cooks, complete. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Dragons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They'll run here on first down. But he could only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Back to throw. That's completed right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 32. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 43. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings them to 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And you're going for this. Catch made by Cooks. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's complete over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And it's caught. Touchdown! The Dragons break the tie here in the 1st. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now off play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. On the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. This offense getting all set for this series. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Throwing the out route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Cut out left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward. You know he was lobbying for his chance to try that kick, and look at what he was able to do. That is a new record. The longest kick ever made on an NFL field, and it really took perfection, Kate, across the board. The snap, the hold, and he hit that ball perfectly to break the record.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They send a receiver in motion right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 13. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Pass play coming here. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it down to a single point. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just a sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now outruns their offense to take over. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw left side, complete. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They just get the play off. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. More coming up after this quick break. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Goal to go, they're passing. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Dragons take a 2nd quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Putting the tight end in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Boyd hauls it in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Looking to the air here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Getting out to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
From the 38. Finds his back complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Here's a return from the 7. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Dragons and this running back headed back out for a new series. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Give now to the running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Throwing now on first down. He's on the move. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Finds his man over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Goal to go. It's a pass play. On the move, headed right. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweak.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. That play's going to remain a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Right up the gut. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Back out runs their offense. Motioning the tight end now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a man in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Running for the marker on second. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for third down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and they're going to have a first down.
Okay, the fullback gets you the hard yards. It gets you those first downs on third down. Not too much different than that 3-wood in my golf bag. Just something trusty about it when I really need it.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing the out route complete. Has room into the secondary. And he's in. Touchdown! The Dragons take a 13-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Kickoff taken at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the give. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hauled in left side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Gore. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw now. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Frank. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. Well, they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. He'll throw it. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Dragons get more points to end a lopsided first half. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons grow. Again. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Dragons will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
with the score.
That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now we'll send you back across the pond to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman waiting patiently to bring you the EA Sports halftime report.
Earlier today. And believe it, it is the Cleveland Browns who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's send it back over to Kate and Brock. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. This offense ready to get going again now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
On first down, they'll run. For good yardage up to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45.
2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
First throw for the backup now. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Smith on first down. It is Cup, left side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Smith. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. All set up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Is in, touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we say cheerio from London.